This is CNN.
The Jody Arias case is now in the jury's hands, finally. They started deliberating late yesterday, and we'll get back to it on Monday. In his closing arguments yesterday, even Jody Arias' own lawyer admitted that she's a liar, but he said she is not on trial for lying. Our legal guys are back. Avery Friedman in Cleveland and Richard Herman in Las Vegas. All right, gentlemen, so let's first talk about how the defense summed up the case in closing arguments. The defense attorney saying it doesn't matter if you like Jody or not. The bottom line is prosecutors didn't prove their case, so you can't convict her. Richard, is that smart strategy? Does he have a good point?
It is smart. It is smart strategy. It's the only strategy. And by the way, Fred, both the prosecution and the defense attorneys were very, very good in this case. They fought very, very hard. They gave it their all. The prosecutor in his summation was like a screwdriver. He screwed it in pretty tight. Premeditation was his theme. She's a liar. You can't believe anything she says. She's lied to everyone. Jurors, she's lied to you. Don't believe her. Nurmi gets up there in the defense and begins to break apart the premeditation. And he argues to the jury, you can't have it both ways, Mr. Prosecutor. You can't say she's that smart of a person. She's brilliant. She's that sly. And then have her leave the scene the way it was, have her wait some 13 hours. 13 hours when she got there before he died, drive away surreptitiously with a license plate upside down. It doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, Fred, it's not premeditated murder, and this is not going to be a conviction on premeditated murder.
All right, so prosecutors, their case, on the other hand, Juan Martinez, always very animated, displayed, in this case, some very gruesome photographs from Travis Alexander's autopsy, but there was nothing that was going to be clean about a murder case of this caliber, right? So, you know, one has to wonder, despite the fact that the family members of Alexander were just crushed, you know, in the audience there having to see this, did the prosecutor have any other recourse but to do that, Richard?
No, he had to do that. He had to do that because it's part of the case. And it was absolutely a slaughter. There's no question about it. And it was gruesome. And he died a violent death. And Jody Arias is the one that did it. The question is, was it premeditated or not? If it's premeditated, she's going to face a needle. If it's not premeditated, and I think, Fred, this jury is 8 men, 4 women. Men are much easier on women than women are. Women are much tougher on women. I do not believe that works. Fred, please, Avery, that's how it is in criminal cases. That's how it is. She is not going to get convicted of first-degree murder with 8 men on that jury.
Interesting.
Really?
Okay.
All right, we'll see what happens. We're going to remember
this, and we want to see how long they're going to be deliberating. Because
remember, all right, we got a commitment right there, right?
I know. We're going to have to rewind the tape when we do get a verdict.